the bowl on the inside. Now I'm right-handed. You'll want to use just this edge. Just this edge. Touch it. Good. And now look and see what it's like with a really sharp gouge right off the Black Hawk. Lyle Jameson put together a very nice video on how to hollow a bowl, and I'd encourage you, if you're a beginner, go take a look at that. You doesn't get big catches like I do. Well, that's pretty wood. That's pretty wood. I would like to say that as a fairly novice person who comes to turning, if anyone sees me do something they think I could do better or has advice, I'm very appreciative of anybody's input, especially since I'm, as I said, a beginner at this. See if we can improve the lighting here a little bit. I have switched gouges now, and this is a fingernail ground gouge by Corby, 13 millimeters. It has a very aggressive edge, and I get terrible catches with it. But for getting inside the bowl, ideal. Gosh, that's a nice cut. I never appreciated this tool before. It's open. You want to start at edge. Get a little bit of an edge for it to ride on. And then close it loose. Put pressure toward the foot of the bowl. Rotation 2. And shavings here. Oh, well, kind of a rough cut. I pushed pretty hard on that. As you make this little ledge, when you start, that ledge gets goes all the way down with you, and if you make it too deep, you'll take too heavy of a cut. Okay, I'll finish at the bottom. We'll come back later on. For me, the hardest part is the transition between this part of the bowl and this part of the bowl. And this is terribly rough, so I'm going to try to clean that up some. Okay, we're nearly done. I just have to clean up the edges of the bowl. And unfortunately, it's hard for me to do this without getting in the way of the camera, but I'll try. This is usually where I get the worst catches, so I'm going to go a little slower. The laser, a little slower and a real light touch. This is a neat tool. Bought it not too long ago. It's for hollowing. You cut on this edge of it, right here. And it's really good for when you're way down in a corner somewhere. So this is a new tool I bought. Cuts on this corner. You can adjust this angle, and it's for doing hollow forms, but I have such a hard time down in these corners. I'm going to cheat a little bit. Okay, so I wanted to do a finished bowl, but this is too wet. When you feel it with your hands and it feels cool, and when you feel the shavings come off and hit your hands and they feel cool, you know that you're dealing with wet wood. And when it comes off in those long ribbons like that, that's turning wet wood. Now this has moisture in it. We need the bowl to dry out in a controlled fashion, not too fast or it'll crack. And it's got plenty of stress in it already. So I'm going to pack this full of wet sawdust, and I'm going to label this spalted maple, and this is 13114. And put that away and bring it out, and I think it's supposed to have less than 12% water in it. I'll put it in until I remember where I put it, which will probably be around May or so. A lot of people who turn a lot of bowls will constantly have bowls going into and out of the drying process, especially people who do it for a living. I just fool around, so I'll have a few, I guess. Thanks for watching, and in a few months I'll show you the finished bowl.